So pay attention to where you're putting your washing area, your wash station. You want to remove the soil and physical residue completely from the vehicle. It takes, in our experiments, about 125 to 150 gallons of water. The first time you do it, it'll take more because the vehicle's dirty. The second time, when it comes tomorrow, that vehicle's not nearly as dirty. You might even be able to just apply disinfectant if it's clean already. But you clean it first. Pay real close attention to the wheel carriage, the wheels, wheel wells, the carriage underneath, and the tires. Because these are the things that are going to contact your farm, grass, seed heads, or anything like that. And you definitely want to pay attention to those. And then you can decontaminate it with an approved disinfectant. We've got some listed here. Or you can actually go to this website. We've got it right there. Go to that website, look up other disinfectants. But we've got some that you can purchase right over the counter, bleach and vinegar, okay? As well as one that's commercially available, Virkon. We've got those that you can put into play. Then you've got the ability to put that on. You can do it two ways. And we've got representatives. In fact, the gentleman that has put this video together, and Delco has representatives, Robert and his folks that can really have done some good research with this foam application. And he actually developed it that can work off the tanker itself. But a way that you can put it on. One is to just put the disinfectant agent on there with a regular power washer. Okay, so you put it on there. You want to leave it. Just don't wash it off unless you're using something that's caustic and you need to get it off. Leave it on for at least 7 minutes then. But if it's something that you can just leave on, and we're working towards disinfectants like that, leave it on there. But if you can foam it, and that's some of the stuff that Robert and his company's worked on, if you can foam it, you can actually see what you've done. And that's what Jim, and that was the joke there, Jim was putting that foam up there. He could actually see what he was doing, where he missed, where he got. Okay? There's your disinfectants and the rates. Here's there's different setups, and you can actually think about how to do this. The simplest is a power washer at your gate. More complex would be a wash station that was in place and you just drive over it and it would actually spray your undercarriage and disinfect it for you. That's expensive. You probably won't want to go that route, but if you do, Jim Howie is a good person to contact there. And that's kind of the setup. We've got helps. This website's got information on it. The industry's done good work and will work with you as well. You've got a listing. You'll have it in your notes on the PowerPoint presentation of the Biosecurity Committee members and the people that has worked on this, Jim Howie and the Buddy Gaithers and John Rushings and those folks, and Don Pritchard that's done a lot of work on this that can help you with questions. Okay? Now, any questions that you do have, you've got 919-807-4300. That number goes to the Department of Agriculture's Emergency Programs receptionist. If in an event you were to call that number, it'll be operating 24/7 and you can be referred to people. If you call it on a normal business day, right now the secretary's name is Jean. You'd get Jean and she could actually refer you to wherever you needed to go, and that might be to me. And then whatever question you had, I could farm you out to whoever had the answer if I didn't have it myself. Okay? Got a website there with additional information, and there's a lot. If you Google, just go into your computer, Google foot and mouth, you'll have more than a lifetime worth of reading waiting on you. A lot of stuff out there. That's why we wanted to condense it, put it in something you could put in your hands. Okay? So you know how to go. All right, that brings us to our last slide, and that is you're asking, okay, boy, that sounds like a lot. Glad you did this. What else is being done? Where are we nationally and within our state? We have a plan. We continue to work on it. It's been a work in progress for 8 years now. It does containment, eradication, as well as business continuity. We push that front nationally, and we push it nationally because we know we trade nationally and internationally. Our milk moves in at least a 7-state dairy creamery network, and our swine move all over the world, and so do our poultry. So we're heavily tied into this, as well as Our tourism is tied to people being able to move freely and feel like North Carolina is a great place to come. So the number 1 and 2 industries, ag and tourism, are tied to the ability to move people freely. So you know we're being hard after it. And it includes the exercises that we've done, testing protocols, and even getting out and educating producers down to every one of you to where we know what we're doing, okay, and where we need to go. Where we need to go, we've been working with other states, especially dairy states like California and Wisconsin, to push these issues. North Carolina is the only state that's done business continuity workshops that included more than just itself. We've done them, included the Eastern Seaboard for the dairy industry. Then we actually spearheaded one that was national and included 17 states, including the number 1 and 2 dairy states, number 1 and 2 swine states, and Kansas to represent the beef industry. And the point was business continuity, trying to get answers to these difficult questions of how do you deal with the most contagious disease in animals and still move products so that you don't go bankrupt. Okay? Okay, that's the end of the presentation. If you have questions, feel free to go ahead and contact us. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your interest and most of all your support. The dairy industry has helped move this issue not only in North Carolina but again nationally, and I am very grateful to that. I know that our state veterinarian, Dr. Marshall, is, our commissioner, Commissioner Troxler, Buddy Gaither and Jim Howie and Don Pritchard and the others representing the dairy industry are very supportive of what we're trying to do, and we are of you guys. So let's work together as a team and prepare for the worst, hoping that we will never see it, but being prepared if we do. Thank you for your time. My contact information, Jimmy Tickle, T-I-C-K-E-L. Phone number is 919-740-8729. Then my email address is jimmy.tickle, T-I-C-K-E-L, at ncmail.net. Okay? You can call any of the Department of Agriculture's numbers and ask for emergency programs, or the state vet's office. All of us deal in this and can act as contacts. You have people who do the same job I do in your area. Western part of the state, if you hear somebody named Jennifer House or Joanne Walsh Weeks, they do the same thing I do. I'm actually from Halifax County, North Carolina, so I'm a bit eastern, but I work this issue all over the state and parts unknown as well. So any of those folks can talk to you, as well as any of our Dairy Biosecurity Committee as well. Thank you.